In Ecclesiastes, King Solomon wrote that time and unforeseen occurrence befall us all. That is a fitting title for the series, as I intend to periodically vent, not in a terribly woe is me fashion, nor at length, unless that length is to provide value, or to be instructional. There's nothing I'm talking about here today that doesn't routinely plague millions. In this case, I was driving the highway on the way to work. I hadn't gotten a ticket for speeding in over a year. My car was on cruise control, a mile per hour under the speed limit, and every ticket I had gotten in the past, I was driving elsewhere and under 40 miles per hour. As I traveled on the highway, I passed two police cars parked to my right that had someone pulled over. They immediately chased after me. I responded right away, pulling over and cooperating respectfully and patiently, even though I'm commuting to work. The cops tell me that there's some relatively new law that if cops are parked on the side of the road, the speed limit magically goes down 20 miles per hour for the lane closer to them. I didn't mention it, but they acknowledged that it would have been unsafe for me to switch lanes at the time I was near them. Realizing that it took them nearly 20 minutes from the time of pulling me over to handing me the ticket, and that they were finding someone else literally seconds before chasing me down, I realized a few dozen people probably break this rule in the span of time they find someone, and they probably just endlessly leapfrog to the most convenient target, not a minute after the last person they find, each time they are assigned to this road. It's quite the government revenue racket they have going on, being able to find people for driving as low as 51 miles per hour on a 70-mile-per-hour road. I'll either spend money to go through a driver improvement course so the points don't go on my license, or fight it in court, as I might have a basis for disputing this. If I try to fight it and lose, the fine will triple to $500. I'm not a woman. I can't neotonously charm cops out of a ticket, exploiting men's ambitiousness and women's ferocious in-group preference. Nor am I a part of some secret society that is partially exempt from the law, like the Freemasons, which many cops and judges are a part of. I'm a man, and the system we live in is designed to extract as much from us as is possible till we die. One of the worst aspects of these shenanigans they pull is that it imposes a high opportunity cost on me, as to get a CDL license, you need 3 years without any traffic convictions. A number of MGTOWs frequently laud trucking as a career path. But as long as I have to deal with this kind of revenue extraction, it'll have the side effect of perpetually keeping that option off the table. The next day when I was at work, a customer had a long escalating fit with anyone she could get within earshot because the 5-hour energy had gone up in price from $4.79 to $5. All I could think of was that this was a brand new definition of first world problems I'd have to file away. Men, we might get it hard, but at least we aren't so spoiled, fragile, and addicted to drama that the worst adversity of our life is a 21-cent price increase of a product. And here I was that day, and the one before at work, in spite of the ticket and the financial burden it posed, that was 800 times greater than hers, keeping a positive attitude and being kind, considerate, and diligent with everyone, respecting I can't change the past, and working with the hands I'm dealt in the present. I feel like I mention supporting my work a bit too frequently when I'm below 20 subscribers. I'm on a bit of a debt treadmill, and my initial milestone goal on patronage is $15, so I could offset an eighth of the expense of karate each month, and reduce the chances of me having to take months off of it every now and then. I'm not going to ask for anyone to subscribe to Patreon today. If you value my output and would like to help me offset a portion of this fine, you can just as soon make a one-time payment to PayPal or in crypto to the addresses listed in the description. I am committed to making around 225 videos over the span of 3 to 4 years, regardless of support and audience size. More if the channel does well, and I still have fresh content in me at that point. After I got back on the road, I prayed. I didn't complain, mindful that our Father doesn't owe us anything. Quite the reverse. I didn't ask that he negate every adverse consequence of the ticket. I merely listed 3 and asked that he remove any one of the 3. Content knowing, however bad anything is, nothing occurs in the omniverse that he hasn't permitted. I wish all of you a good week, and that you keep acquiring strength and wisdom in each of your lives, and that you be spared these kinds of inconveniences for a while. Until next time, remember, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God.